Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Wano. Hello. When a parent is successful, when when they have the extra change to spare, they have money, they they want to spread their wings a bit, spend a little bit of money. Sometimes they pamper their kids, especially the only sons, the only daughters. The maid would clean the house. The maid would have to cook. The maid would do the dishes. The maid will wash the cars. Sometimes the maid will iron their clothes. The maid will also go to the market and do shopping, buy the groceries, buy all of that, everything. Why those kids, the boss kids, they will put their leg on the table, watching TV, relaxing. The maid will come back and prepare food, prepare dishes, all that. And when they finish, the maid will serve the food. They will eat. All of them, they will eat. And sometimes some parents they think that they are training their kids right. I don't think so. No, I don't. We're discussing this evening why do the servants do all the work in the house? Welcome to Wano. This is a program that we do every Friday, 7 p.m. UK time. If it's the first time you're coming across Wano, please like this program, share it, and don't subscribe. It's funny, isn't it? Don't forget to subscribe. We are live on YouTube. One on YouTube, we are live on on Facebook, we are live on Twitter. We're also live on Baby Sapasino live page. So you can join us in any of those platforms. Once again, welcome. The line is open. The line is free. Call Wano now on +44 744 982 3876. Call now. The line is free. I would like you to call to join the program. The number is on the screen +44 744 982 3876. I don't know where you're watching us from. It's a live program, the live broadcast we're doing. So you need to call in. There's a WhatsApp call in and join the program. I would like to hear your thoughts. I would like to hear your views. It's not mandatory that you give your name. You can just call and contribute to the program. Okay. I said when some parents are successful, when they have extra change to spare, when they have a bit of money, sometimes they tend to do what? They tend to pamper their kids a bit. They tend to they don't want their kids to do much of work. You understand what I mean? And because of that, what do they do? They employ the services of a maid. They can bring their niece or their nephew, or they can bring one of your relatives from the village or anyway, just bring them home so they can help them out. And then sometimes you notice that some of those kids, they become a bit of lazy. They become lazy. They don't want to do anything. The maid will do what? The maid will cook. The maid will do all the dishes. The maid will wash the cars. The maid will go to the market. He will go to the grocery. He will buy things and bring all those things back. Why some of those kids will stay at home watching TV or they be playing? They don't care. They don't care because they have a maid. Their parents bring those maids to help out in the house. Yes. And they're thinking maybe they are doing their kids a favor. They're trying to help their kids by bringing maids or bringing servants that will help them out. And that is what we're discussing this evening. Why do the servants do all the work in the house? Why? Why the boss kids will stay at home? They be sometimes watching TV, put their legs on the table, waiting for the maid to prepare the food, waiting for the maid to serve the food, waiting for the maid to wash their clothes, waiting for the maid to do all the whole thing in the house, all the chores in the house. They are there watching. The maid will do everything, 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 everything. And I'm asking you this evening, why? Why do the maids do all the work? Why the children in the house be watching? They don't do much of that. They don't. They don't. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Wano. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, Johnson.
Yeah. Evening.
Good evening. Welcome to Wano. It's just an extension of what program we did last week. I'm asking, why do the maids do all the work in the house?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening. Just go on.
Okay. Your topic today says that why do the servant
Yeah.
do everything in the house?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So the question there is very, very good. You know, these days, if you look at it in the other way around, because of the servant in the house, most of the biological children of the parents,
Mm.
some of them are becoming lazy or not useful when they go into their marriage. Understand?
Okay. So,
The question there is,
mhm,
the reason why the maid do everything. Some of the housewife or the parent see it as if they paid the maid. Understand?
mhm.
So they will allow the maid to justify whatever they are paying her without knowing the other way around. They are trying to handicap their own biological children. Understand?
Mhm.
Maid in a house, the wife should have a very good relationship, a very good rapport with the maid.
Mhm.
They should work as a team to run the home, to stress or to reduce the stress from them, from the attached schedule. But it is the other way around now. It is the opposite.
I said,
But these days now, yeah,
I-
I want to arrive at something.
okay, okay.
I will still burn down to the question which you asked. Why
Mhm.
do servants
Okay.
why the men do all the good things? They're supposed to work as a team.
Mhm.
But the parents, some of the housewife feel that they pay the maid and the maid should do all the things. But it's not supposed to be like that. Because when the maid are doing all those things, they will leave their own children. You know, every advantage has disadvantage, right?
Okay. You're right.
So, but so doing, they feel that they are punishing the maid without knowing they are equipping the maid. If you look at some marriages now, most of the successful marriages, if you trace it well, you see that you have people that serve or under somebody to learn.
Mhm.
Understand?
Mhm.
So in anything you have advantage, you have disadvantage.
Okay.
So we are not, let me just, because the reason why some parents feel that they have money, they want their kids to have that freedom, live a luxurious life, do whatever they want to do without knowing that they are not equipping their children.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just highlight the disadvantage of those things to their own biological children. One, it will break their home when they get married. Two, it will make the children very lazy. Understand?
Okay.
And three,
Mhm.
it will bring the problem. It will bring the problem in their marriage because you see them these days now because they did not learn those things when they are in their mother's house. When they go to their own house, you see that a wife should, whenever you sleep with your husband, once you wake up, you should dress the bed, make the bed look tidy.
Or
But
I,
are you,
I, I, I yeah, understand.
am I
No, no. I understand where you coming from. I understand everything you said. You said that
yeah,
you're pointing out the disadvantages and what they're gonna have, the effect it will have on the kids if the maid is one
yes,
doing everything in the house and the kids they are not
yes,
participating. And some, like I said at the beginning, I said
yes,
some parents they think maybe that they are doing favors to their kids. They are
good,
trying in a way that those kids understand we have like a little bit easy. They don't want their kids to suffer, something like that. So because of that, they
yeah,
employ the
yeah,
services of a servant or a maid.
yeah,
You understand? Now you are saying that they there's a lot of disadvantage if the kids maybe
yeah,
they weren't participating. So like
yeah,
what I wanted to I just want to know why do those maids do all this work? And he says what you're saying is that because maybe the parents they paid money, they're paying their
yeah,
wages, they're paying
yes,
those maids, and because of that they want to like recoup their money they paid by
yes. They
making the
want to
maid
justify the maid to justify the
the money they spend
wages they
they
paying.
paying.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
okay. I
So
understand where you're coming from. But you said that it will some when they grow, sometimes it will affect their marriage. In what way?
yeah,
In what way would that happen?
yeah. Let me highlight because do you know that in your own home they say charity begins at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because when they are with their mother, they are not doing all those things. Peradventure, you went into a marriage that is not bed of roses, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see that there are some things, your husband is expecting from you in terms of this domestic work when you are not, maybe you don't have a maid or between you and your husband.
Mm.
You need to wake up, sweep the compound and sweep the house, keep everywhere neat. But when you didn't learn those things when you are with your mom, you see, when you go into your house, you feel reluctant, you will not do those things. You make them lazy.
Because he don't know how to do it.
You don't know how to do it. Why the maid that was doing it, your parents have equipped them, give them a good training, without knowing that you are not stressing the boy, you are giving them training.
Okay.
When they go into their home, they
Mhm.
will do all those things.
Okay. So the maid
Yeah,
we like you said, the maid is they equip the maid because the maid already like even if the maid sometimes like remember it's not every maid that they paid money. Some of them might be their nephew or a niece they brought from the
yeah.
family member,
But
extended families. They just bring to
yeah,
them to help them
yeah,
out, and then they will turn
yeah.
they will turn their niece or their nephew to become servant of
Mm,
the house and all that.
yeah.
So those ones will be doing all
Because
those shows in the house.
because some of them feel that they are feeding the maid. When you bring a maid to your house, the maid will stay with you. Now, there are some women, those food being given to the maid, they want that food to be justified by giving them all those work to do. There are
Mhm.
some, they will tell them, if you don't do this thing, you will not eat. If you don't do this, you will not do. You will not do. They will keep giving those things meanings. So when you look at it in the other way around, they feel that they want to make their children to feel at home, live comfortable without knowing that you are not doing good to those your children. You are not doing good to them. Maid, you're supposed to treat maid as your own biological children. Then the maid, there are some things your children will learn from the maid.
Mm-hmm.
No, there are some women that doesn't stay in the house. If you look at them, any maid that have a good rapport with his or her madam, you see, the maid will take your children as if their own blood sister.
Yeah.
She will give them a good training. You understand?
Yeah.
So let me not deviate. Let me just go straight to because the question you say, why do servants? Because the parents feel that they clothe them, they do this, they do this. In the other way around, they must do all those things.
They have to
So to
justify. They
me,
have to justify the
yeah,
the money they are paying them, because most times some of
yeah,
them, maybe some of them might be going to school. They live with the boss in the house. They enroll them
yes,
in
yes,
school, so they go to school and all those stuff.
yes,
So the money they're wasting, they just put it like that. The money they're putting on their heads, so they have to justify. They
yes,
have to justify that money by doing
yeah,
all the whole work in
yeah,
the
yeah,
house,
yes,
all the whole chores and
yes.
everything. Oh, okay, all right,
And, and in the other way, without knowing that they are not doing good to their own children. You
okay,
know, everything that has advantage has disadvantage. So,
uh-huh.
but in this role now,
Uh-huh.
the reason why we want to bring this thing out is in a home, since we are treating about home,
Uh-huh.
that parents should bring their eye down and give their children, their own biological children,
Uh-huh.
adequate training, because they will not know the type of husband they will meet or they will have.
Is it
There are some men that does not relate.
is it
So
the
when you equip
is it only, he said the husband, he's been talking, maybe referring to the girls. What about the boys?
the boys, are do you know that boys,
Mm.
like let me use myself as an example. Anytime I come to the house and I feel that my wife is not strong or not feeling fine, I'll go to the kitchen. Those training I learned, all those things I learned it from my own mom. So not only boy or girl, in a home, you don't have boy, don't have girl. You give them training, because there are some men that don't want their wife to, maybe when you have little misunderstanding, your wife say you will not eat. Some that doesn't know how to cook, they will go to hotel. Me, I have stopped eating outside. Me, I will go to the kitchen and prepare, because I learned them from my own mom. So the issue is not only boy or girl, it's general. Treat them. There are some boys that is more useful than girls in the domestic aspect. I don't know whether I'm making point.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, all right.
Okay. So
Thank
let
thank
me
you so
just
much.
allow other people to hear their own view. But with this little point I make,
Yeah.
these days they should balance the equation.
Okay.
Both you teach your children, you teach your maid. There are some things your children will learn from your maid. There are
Mm.
some things your maid will learn from your children.
Oh,
Don't heavy the maid. Allow it to have a free and
so
liberty
they have
in
to
your home.
balance the work, share the work
Yeah,
equally. Okay.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let me just put this point, because in the home, the maid will be washing, all those things. But when you go to you can't wash your husband's clothes. Well, let me, if I try to bring this way to go far, this topic is elaborate.
Okay. All right. Like I said, thank you so much. Oh,
You're
okay.
welcome.
All right. Thanks. The line is free. Call one on now on +44 744 982 3876. Call now. The line is free. Yeah, the line is just vacate the line. You can call. The line is free. You can call now. I would like to hear your own thoughts. Okay, if you can put on the comment, I'll read them out. Kesley said, I think why the maid do all the work because one, they are hired. Two, the work the boss and the wife do may not give them time to do the chores. Three, the wife may be lazy. Okay, he's still pointing at the same thing the gentleman that just vacated the phone said. He said sometimes the wife may be lazy. Understand? May be lazy. And the same thing saying that the maid is paid, so they have to justify the money they are receiving or the salary or the wages they are receiving. But I said as well, what I said is it's not every time that the maid are paid. Some maids are family members. Some maids maybe they are, the nephew or niece. Maybe the wife will just go and bring the niece or bring the nephew to the house to help them out. And because they enrolled them in school, they're paying them, they're going to school, right? So because of that money they're paying on their head, the fees they're paying in schools and all that, they stay with them in the house, they eat, they clothe them. So they justify all of that by giving them all the chores to do. The little girl or the girl or the boy, they will do they will do the ironing, they will wash the car, they will wash the their clothes, they will cook, they will go to the market, they will fetch water sometimes, they do everything in the house. While the biological children of the people that have the house or the boss, they'll be in there looking, watching. Like what the guy said, he said sometimes effects, it has effects on the kids. Because when the maid knows how to cook, mind you, just have it in mind, like some of them, they can bring them when they are young. They are very young, 8, 6, 7 years, 8 years. They don't know nothing. They don't know how to do nothing. Then they will learn from the madam. They will learn from madam how to cook. The madam will teach them how to cook. Madam will teach them how to wash clothes. Madam will teach them how to do most of all that. Then they will stay with them and start growing. They learn, they know all of that. They know how to cook all the dishes, rice to just name them. They learn that from the madam. Why the madam has her own children, she might have kids like daughters as well. The daughters don't even know how to do. They don't even know how to boil rice. They don't even know how to do spaghetti, little spaghetti. They don't know how to do that. Nothing. Let alone how to wash their clothes or iron their own clothes. They don't. It happens. You're not even talking about the boys. Some of them, they're boys, their own boys, their own sons. They will not even go into the kitchen. They'll wait, they will serve them. The maid will serve them. The maid will bring the food. The maid will wash their own clothes. The maid will do everything. And those boys, they'll grow teenage. They go to university. They leave home. When they go to the where they are, wherever they are, university or whatever, that is where the whole game start. They don't know how to cook nothing. They don't know how to do nothing. They will depend on what? Fast food. Fast food. Spending all their money on fast food because they don't know how to cook. They don't know how to cook. If they are lucky, they may have a girlfriend in school, then she will do what? Start cooking. They would use the same attitude and grow. After school, when they go to their own house, the same thing. They be eating out, buying food outside because they didn't learn all those things from home. They didn't learn them. Mom or dad who didn't teach them because there are mates everywhere. And the parents, like I said, the parents thinks the things that they are training their own kids. They are doing their kids favors. They don't want their kids to suffer. That's what we discussed in this evening. Why do the maid servants do all the work in the house? Why do the servants do all the work in the house? The line is, oh, call me. I would like to hear your thoughts. I would like to hear your thoughts. The line is open. Call me. I would like to hear your thoughts. Understand? Due to the love, the parents, due to the love the parents have towards their kids, due to the love, they could go extra mile to make sure that they do not the kids don't do anything. They don't want to stress their kids. They don't want to stress them at all. They don't want any harm to happen to them. Due to the love the parents have. They are not doing that just to like maybe because they want to do it. They just do it they have for the kids. And with us, because of that love, that's why they employ the maids, they employ the servants to help out. Unknowingly, unintentionally, they'll be neglecting their kids, thinking that they are doing them well. Doing them well. They're doing them. So I'm not blaming parents here. I'm not blaming anyone. But I'm just asking why. Why do all the maids do all their work? Why? The, those kids, those children, most of them, you see them, you know that even in school, if you know if some of your mates, you know some of your friends, they don't even know how to tie their own laces, tie their own shoe. They can't iron their clothes. They cannot do that. And you'll be wondering, come on, man, how can a grown up, how could a grown up person not know how to make even spaghetti? You're going to ask yourself, what? You can't cook, you can't do spaghetti? Really? You can't. Really? Indomie? You can't? No, they can't. They cannot do that. How? Why? Are you wondering? Why are you wondering? Why are you wondering? Why are you worried? You shouldn't do that. Some of them never do any housework. Some of them never, they don't even know how to do not do dishes, normal, nice little dishes. They can't do that. They can't do dishes because they always have servants to do that for them. Always have servants. So why do the servants do all the work in the house? Why do the servants do all the work in the house? Why the biological children will be there watching, looking, watching, looking. Why the servant is doing everything. Servant will wake up in the morning, you wash the cars. Servant will wake up when they finish washing the cars. You go and fetch some water. If it is a place they're going to fetch water. If they don't have any water, he's going to fetch water. When he finish that, he will come in and wash the kids, take them bath, wash their clothes, do everything, set them up, give them food to eat, take them to school. While coming back, you come back again, you go to the market, and buy dish, you buy groceries and buy everything, get stuff to prepare food. Then you come back and prepare food. When they finish that, you still go and do what? Wash Oga and Madam clothes and wash them everything. Make sure that everything is okay. After doing that, he's going to clean the house, clean everywhere, mop the whole house, everything, clean everywhere. Understand? But there are what? The biological children are there in the house. They are there watching. Some of them, sometimes they wake up 11, 12. As they waking up 11, 12 because they slept very late. They sleep around 2 a.m. in the morning. Then they wake up around 12. They don't care. As they're waking up, their food is already there. They will go and pick up their food and eat. They eat their food. The maid will do all that. They clean up the whole house everywhere. Everywhere is all right. And when the maid can't do it, sometimes when they are, even when they are tired, when they are sick, they will do the same thing, because if they don't do that, it's either their money, if they are getting paid every month, their money will be deducted, or they will not eat in that house, or they'll be punished. So why? Why do they do all the work? They do all the whole shows. They do everything. Why I'm asking that? Why? The biological children are there watching. The line is free. Call one on now on +44 744 982 3876. Call now. The line is free. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Victor.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. It's just a simple question.
Yeah.
It's just a simple question we're asking. Why do the servants do all the work in the house?
Yeah. First of all, thank you for having me. I love the topic, the question why men do all the work in the house. It's a really interesting topic.
Thank you.
Um, from my side, I think
Are you there? Are you there?
the couples are married.
Can you shift
Where the couples are married
shift a
and
little shift
they
a
are kind of
hello Victor. Can you shift a little bit? Your line is cutting a bit. Hello?
okay.
Yeah,
Tell
okay.
me.
Can I go on now?
Okay. Yeah. Maybe in a situation whereby the couple are newly married and
Mhm.
wealthy and all that, living in a big house, a duplex,
Mhm.
very big.
Mhm.
So and the husband will be, a very busy businessman.
Mhm.
The wife, the same thing.
Mhm.
Is maybe a banker.
Mhm.
She has to go out early in the morning, come back
Mhm.
later in the evening.
Yeah.
You know, they will need a helping hand to, kind of do the chores.
Mhm. So yeah, they will need a helping hand to do the shows because
Yes,
they are busy. Yeah.
yes. They won't have spare time to clean the house, sweep,
Mhm.
wash, cook, and all that.
Mhm.
So when they have kids as well, the wife won't really uh, quit her job to start catering for the baby.
Mhm.
She will have to leave the baby in the hands of the maid
Okay.
to continue her. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think
Okay. So, but the what you're saying is that is maybe if they are newly, are you there? When if they are newly couple and maybe they live in a bigger house or something and they need someone to help out, isn't it? Um, and because of that, they will need the services of a maid, or they need someone like a servant that will take care or help them out in the house.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
in the house. Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
That's
the man will be busy,
mhm.
yes, and the wife the same. So is necessary. It will be necessary.
Yeah, because
No one have
they need someone to help out in the house. Maybe both of them are working, and as both of them are
yeah,
working, so they need someone to take care of the
yeah,
baby if they have a child.
yeah,
Even
yeah.
some of them they might
No,
not have a child, but they need someone
yeah,
around that will help out. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
when it's stressing at workplace, when they come back, they won't have to go through the stress again to start preparing food in the kitchen.
Mhm.
Because they already have someone doing that for them. At
Okay.
least their major purpose is to just work, make money,
Mhm.
and get back. They just rest. Yeah.
Okay. So what about the situation whereby the children now they start growing and all that? Would they still allow only the maid to be doing all those jobs? Maybe I know the maid or the servant is being paid.
When um Me- Yeah, they will the man who send her him or her
I'm str-
flow
I'm struggling
the match.
to hear you. Your line is not right. Probably. I I
Oh,
don't
sorry for that. Sorry.
I don't know
His
if you can.
network, his,
Hmm?
his network is quite.
Oh, okay, I understand. Okay, all right, Victor. Thank you so much. The line is very very bad. Yeah. Okay, so we he was trying to say that they sometimes they have maybe it's a new couple, newly wedded couple. They live in a bigger house or something. They live in mansion and they need someone to help out because both of them are working. You know, young couples, the husband and the wife, maybe they have work in the morning. They have to go, so they need someone to help out in the house, to clean the house, do everything, prepare food and all that. So when they will come back in the evening, they will not have that. They will not go back to the kitchen or start doing all the stuff there because they have say, services of a maid or servant in the house that they pay money to do all the chores for them. Understand? Yeah, that's one of the that's okay because the servant or the maid in the house is there for a purpose. It's being paid to do all of that. That is a different ballgame. That's the service. They get employed, they pay them money to do that. Okay. But in a situation where the children, maybe those couple now they have children, their children are there and they still have the services of the maid. We're just discussing, we're just asking, should they allow the maid to be doing all the work, irrespective that the maid is being paid, they're getting salary and all that. Should they allow the maid to do all of that, all of that, all of that, everything in the house, doing all that. I know they get paid. So what about the biological children? Are they doing their children a good service? Are they doing their children a good service? I'm just asking. Because, like I said earlier, I said in the, I remember in school, when we were in school, I'm still like most of you that are in university, most of you that are even in your own home, there are some men at the moment that are even regretting. They will say to you, man, had even I knew, maybe my parents, maybe they could have taught me how to cook. They could have taught me how to do this, do that. They don't know how to do nothing. They don't know how to do nothing. They have to now start learning how to prepare stuff. If they have a good woman at home that will help them out to teach them how to do chores in the house, they don't know how to do nothing. And it's not their fault. Like I said, the parents already, they believe that they don't want their kids to suffer. They don't want their kids to have go through stress. Maybe the parents they pass through stress. They maybe they came out from, you know, a privileged home. Maybe they came out from a poor home. Let me just use that, and they suffered a lot to make money. They struggle to get money, and now they got the money. They have that wealth, so they don't want their kids to pass through the same. They go through that again. They don't want their kids to suffer. They don't want them to stress at all. So all of that, they bring services of servants. Servants. Some homes they have two, three, four. And with that, the servants are doing everything in the house. They're doing everything in the house. They're getting, making sure that they're okay. Sometimes they pay the money, sometimes they don't pay the money, but they help them in other areas. Understand? So we're asking why they do all the stuff. What about their own children? What about their own biological kids? Justice said that the effect is bad. The effect is a lot. Some of them, if they have daughters, and some of the daughters they don't. They don't do nothing at home. They don't know how to do chores. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean the house. They don't even know how to mop the house. They don't know how to do even their own clothes, to iron their own clothes. They don't do or not, because all of that is being handled by someone else. Now, when they grow and they believe that they will go to someone's house, I mean, they will get married. Even if they are not married, they will stay with someone. They will live with someone. And they won't go into that house. The man or the woman will expect them to do stuff in home, at least to mop the house, even if they cannot mop the house, at least to prepare food, breakfast, simple egg and bread, indomie, spaghetti, rice. I'm not talking about dishes like food, soup, and all that. No, forget that one is secondary. That one is top class to where they're coming from. Those minor little things, they don't know how to do it. They can't. And you see where they're having issues. They're having problem with their husband. They're having problem with their boyfriend. They're having fighting every time because they don't know how to cook. They be going out buying, spending money on what? Fast food, spending money on buying food outside. And then you start wondering why most of them, they having many, numerous boyfriends. They will stay with someone for 2, 3 months, 6 months. Then that one will do what? That one will leave them and go because they cannot keep a home. They cannot even do their bed. They don't even know how to wash their own clothes, their undies, nothing. Because all of that has been handled. It was handling with the mates were the ones taking care of all that. Now they are in their own house, they are in their own home. Maybe they don't have that resources, they don't have the money to now employ mates, employ servants, or the man they're living with don't want that. He doesn't want any servant. He doesn't want any maid. Or they might travel abroad, go to the Western world where there's nothing like maids. There's nothing like servants. You do your own thing your own way. Nobody is going to be your servant. You're your own. So when you meet someone like that, you bring them in your house and you want to build a home with them, they cannot do anything. They cannot support you in any way, nothing. And if the man doesn't know how to cook, maybe he grew up in the same area, the same angle, the same, the same process. He doesn't know how to do nothing at home as well. Doesn't know how to cook. Doesn't know how to nothing. Both of them, what are they gonna do? They start eating outside. For how long? It doesn't last. It doesn't last. It doesn't last. The line is open. Call me. I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think? And why are parents doing that even now, in 21st century? Some parents are still doing that. I'm not saying that having a servant or having a maid is bad. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just asking, why are those servants doing everything? Why the biological children in the house are doing nothing? They are not touching anything. Why? Why are they doing that? Why are parents allowing that? The maids wake up in the morning. They wake up very early. They are the first to wake up. They will be the last to go to bed because they will make sure that everything in that house is taking everything. They will clean up the kitchen, mop everywhere at night. They will go to bed late, probably 11, 12. Some of them, they will still go to school in the morning, but they'll go late. They will still be the ones to wake up very early to make sure that everything is all right. They will do all the chores again. Why the biological children are still sleeping? They wake up, do everything, wash the cars, do the dishes, cook for the boss, cook for the children. Some of them, the children in the family where they have younger kids, they have like little kids. They will take them bath. They will dress them for school. They will do all of that. Then they will still prepare themselves and they like take their clothes. They go to school. You understand what I mean? They are, those maids are being equipped. They are getting equipped. They're getting industrious. They're doing that every day consistently. And sometimes you start wondering watching them because they don't complain. They don't. In their head, they believe is their calling. That's why they are there. Even if they are not getting paid, that is the reason why they are there. So that is their show. And when you see them, some of them that pass through that went through that stress. I'm calling stress because if when you see most of the maid doing jobs, when you see most of the servant doing jobs, sometimes you start looking at them because they don't really rest. Sometimes you sit down there and watching, they don't complain. While they are doing this show, maybe they are doing dishes. Someone is screaming, shouting on the other side, come and do this one. They will leave that and run and go do that one. And then they'll come back again. Maybe the madam is somewhere looking, but madam will come in and start like shouting at them. Why didn't you do what I asked you to do earlier? The maid will just say that the child was crying. I wanted to go and attend to the child. And there'll be scolding on top of it. Why? Because they have to do all of that. They have to do all of that. They have to do all of that. I'm referring to developing countries, Africa, Asia, some other places that employ maids, they employ servants at home. So why are they doing all of that? Why are they doing all of that? Call me. The line is open. Call me. I want to hear your voice. Let me know. I want to hear your own thoughts. What do you have to say about this? Why? If maybe you have you have a maid at home now, you have your own maids, you have people that are helping you out, people that you bring that will help you. Maybe they will help your kids. Maybe you still have younger kids, little tiny children that you need a maid to help you out. Maybe you don't have that. You don't have that time to start doing some other little shows, cooking and all of that because you are in a top job that you need to do most of you need to work, you need to attend to your work, you need to attend to your your duties and all that. So you don't have much of the time to go to the kitchen and cook, to iron your clothes and all that. So you need a servant to do that for you. Understand? That's okay. That's fine. The servant is there, is their job. But if you have kids or if you have children in the house, or if you have teenagers in the house, you have some young adults in the house, while they are there watching the maid doing all of that, they cannot help out to do stuff. They will not help out to do the chores. They will not help out to iron their mom on their dad clothes. They cannot do that. They cannot go to the kitchen and boil the water to pour, do a tea for themselves to drink. They cannot go to the kitchen to prepare indomie to eat. They cannot go to the kitchen to warm the soup or warm the stew or warm stuff that they want to eat. They cannot prepare anything for themselves to eat. They have to wait for the maid to come back from school to do that again for them to eat. And then you think that you're doing good service to your children. I would like you to call me. Call me. Let me know the reason why you're doing that. Why are you doing that? I know most of you that are watching me. I don't know where you're watching from, but most of us, most of you that grew up, some of you pass through that. You have people helping out. Because of that, it makes you lazy. It makes you lazy that you cannot do nothing. And I'm asking why? How do you see it? And how is it happening? How are you enjoying it? In your own home now, how are you enjoying it? Are you finding it funny? Or are you finding it? Are you enjoying it? Because why do the maids or why do the servants do all the work in the house while the children or the biological children will be in there? Victor that called said there are some families, there are some homes, couples, newly he used the word newly couples that got married or they just together because both of them maybe they are working and their job maybe might not give them time to do some of the chores at home. Because of that, they will need the services of a maid. Understand? They need the services of a maid. Yes. Kesley is saying that I think is a so have more time with your family after a long day at work. He said it's for stress free and easy life. Yeah, the same thing we're pointing at. Stress free and easy life. They don't want their children to have passed through that stress. Sometimes they came from a home that them themselves, the parents, they suffered, and they don't want their children to pass through that. And they're thinking maybe they're doing good service to their kids. That is not right. Understand? So, like I was saying, I said those families, as a young couple, then they need the services of a maid. They need the service of a servant that will help out in the house. But there's something that he forget to mention. The husband, the husband would like to eat what the wife cook, the food the wife prepared. I don't know, because most men they would like to eat their wife's food. Maid, maid will cook. They will cook all the time. That is okay. They will cook. Most times they will cook. Understand? Unless maybe if the wife or the partner doesn't know how to cook, doesn't know how to cook, and they made dishes, they made food. You know what I'm talking about? It's delicious. The man will never taste the wife food again, again, which is very, very bad. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what you are doing, or no matter the kind of job you are doing, that's supposed to be your role. Supposed to make sure that you prepare food for your husband, you prepare food for your partner, someone you're living with. That's supposed to be your role. Men, yes, he can prepare. A man can prepare his own food when she is not around or she's not feeling well, like what Johnson said. He can go in there and prepare food. I understand that, yes. In most times in the Western world, both of you have to do it. It's 50-50. You have to cook. Sometimes you have to prepare. Sometimes she might even cook the food and everything and put them in the fridge. You come in and then you have to do that. Warm them and prepare and serve yourself and eat. And if you don't know how to do all of that, how do you expect that woman? What are you expecting from that woman? How do you think that she will accommodate you? It's gonna be difficult because there will be always issues, all of that. So that's why it's good for parents to teach their kids how to cook. Let them do chores at home. Let them go to the kitchen and do dishes. Teach them how to prepare food. Teach them how to iron their own clothes. Let them do things. Allow them. It's not stress. It's not punishment. You are equipping them. You are equipping them. You are making them to be industrious. You are training them for future. Servants is good, is also bad. When the servants are home doing all the whole shots, while your children are there, they can't do nothing. Those children will, when they grow tomorrow, they're going to blame. They will blame you. They will blame the parents for making them useless. They'll blame them. They'll blame them big time. So you have to allow them. Let them put their hands in the water. Let them wash dishes. It doesn't matter if they got long nails or short nails. It doesn't. Let them do it themselves. Force them to do it. Allow them to go to the kitchen and prepare food. Teach them. Even now it's easy because if you go to YouTube, there's no dish that you cannot find on YouTube. Okay? Teach them as a parent. Teach them how to cook. Let them wake up early in the morning and do chores. When the maids are in the kitchen doing something, push them there. Let them go to the kitchen. Let them stay there. Do something. Make sure that they're doing something. They're helping the maids. They're helping those servants to do something. You're not punishing them. You're not stressing them. You are not doing all that. You are just helping them out. You are teaching them. It doesn't matter how much you have. It doesn't matter the kind of money you have. It doesn't matter if you suffered when you were young, you came from a poor home. That is not, it's irrelevant. Let your two children know how to do all those stuff. That is all we are discussing. That's all we're doing, saying this evening. Okay. So if you were with us to this time, I'll say thank you. I would like you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook. If you have not done that, okay, please do that. Also share this program. I would like you to share this program. We need guys. We need subscription on YouTube, especially. We are lacking behind a bit. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers. Please share with your friends, share with your family members, and all that. Okay, and if what we are doing here, if you are enjoying what we are doing here, okay, please like the program. Like the program. Okay, from first week of January, first week of December, I will announce it. I will put it on Facebook on notice. I'll post that soon. We'll be starting. We're giving all our viewers, giving all our followers and our subscribers and all that. We're giving you guys opportunity for you to say happy birthdays to your family members, happy birthdays to your well-wishers, happy birthday to your friends, something like that. So you send it to us, then we'll call them out. You can send the picture. We put the picture on the screen. We celebrate the birthday with you, celebrate birthday with your loved ones. Understand, from first week of December, we'll start doing that. But I will still put it out there on a notice to let you guys know, because we need to give out. We need to give back. Understand, we need to use opportunity to reach out to all our friends, reach out to all our followers and subscribers. We are family anyway. This is a family program. Understand? So most of you will like to say happy birthday to your mom or your dad or your brother or sister, even you yourself. Say happy birthday to you. So we help you to celebrate your birthday on our platform on Wano. Understand? That's what we want to do from first week of December onwards. We'll be doing that. Okay. I want to say thank you guys for staying with us to this time. I really appreciate. I would like to see you guys again next week, Friday, the same time, 7 p.m. UK time. Remain blessed.